My name is Azlan Adnan and I'm the founder of the Green Party of Malaysia. The reason I founded this party is because I feel it's about time we gave political clout to environmentalism in Malaysia. For a long time, man has adapted to the world around him, adapted to the environment. But once man received a certain amount of knowledge, a certain amount of technology, man was able to change the environment to suit man. And we've come to the point that we've changed the environment so much and in such a negative manner that it's no longer sustainable. What we mean is we've changed it for short-term gain in such a way that we jeopardize the long-term future of the planet, not just mankind but all the animals and wildlife in the world as well. In Malaysia for the past 50 odd years, we've had political parties which were based along racial lines, along ethnic lines, along religious lines, and it's proven now, and it's becoming increasingly clear, that that scenario is not viable. It's become divisive and quite destructive really for Malaysia. What we need are political parties that would appeal to both rural folk, urban folk, rich folk, poor folk, people of all races, whether they're old or young, rich or poor. Basically, the Green Party of Malaysia would appeal to anyone who's concerned about our environment, our collective future. Our collective future not just as Malays, as Indians, or as Chinese in Malaysia, but our collective future as human beings on this planet, together with the animals and plants. It's everyone's future. This is our planet, it's our only planet, and we have to take care of it so that we have a future. If we do not take care of this planet now, we will not have a livable planet to live on, with no plants, no trees, no animals, no humans even. If you think we want to leave the planet and go on and colonize some other, colonize the stars or planets elsewhere, that's just a pipe dream. In fact, it may not be such a bad idea. If I had my choice, I'd removed every human being from this planet for 100 years, let the planet recover and repopulate it. But then it's impossible to do that. So what we really need to do is take care of our environment so that we have a future to live in. We have a place to live in, and not just we as humans, but all the animals and plants as well.
What are some of the issues at the moment that you can see in Malaysia that really need a green approach?
Really, we need a game-changing scenario. We've had the same game being played in politics in Malaysia, but the players change. What we need is a new game. And this game that I want is a game where we have sustainable development. Development which would not jeopardize our future. Not development for fat cats to get rich, for cronies to get rich, but for every Malaysian to benefit from. We have technologies in the past which were poor, but we've had technologies in the past which were cheap and affordable, but not implemented by the government because it was not a mega project. We've had governments which are very fond of mega projects, and it seems that the only reason they like big, expensive projects because the commissions are accordingly big. For a long time, I really believe that nuclear energy was the future. It would save us because I don't see our energy needs decreasing, especially with our increasing population. So I thought nuclear fusion would buy us time until nuclear fission would buy us time until nuclear fusion came into fruition. But it looks like after the Fukushima disaster, even a country like Japan, where everybody supposedly followed the rules, they were cost-cutting and maintenance malpractices. And really, there's so much unpredictability in nuclear reactors that it's not worth the risk to have nuclear reactors. So I really think we should think about energy which is renewable, wind energy, mini hydro, not big projects like Bakun, which is increasingly proven to be a white elephant, You know, when they flood an area of forest as big as Singapore to make a dam, what it really means is there is a land as big as Singapore right for clear cutting for someone to make money out of the timber from that area. Okay, that's what it really boils down to. This whole joke about transmitting electricity from Bakun to Semenanjung, Malaysia was a non-starter to begin with, and finally someone has admitted that it's impossible to do so. So really, having big projects only benefit a certain few people who benefit from it. If you look at the alternative, there are mini hydro projects. In fact, I'd like to go on and talk about the Gorlov helical turbine engine, which you can even put in Shabas pipelines and generate electricity. These are something which are green, which are viable, which are affordable, which are doable, but we do not have, well, the present government certainly does not have the political will to make it happen. So that's why the Green Party is here, to give you a future which is clean, which is safe, which is a world we enjoy to live in, not polluted, not full of noise, not full of corrupt people. We want everyone to live together on this planet and be happy, and to love each other, and to love the plants and animals, and just be in a state of happiness rather than stress and you know, this will of mass consumerism and always wanting to have more money because you need to buy more things, and you know, I never watch TV nowadays. It's full of useless information. In fact, I think it's criminal how we use the technology not to benefit people but to really destroy children's minds, and it's just criminal how we do not use TV, Astro or whatever to educate our people. We should be doing more because education empowers people.